According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to profit. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. Oh, he cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know that it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and no, boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to wrong with step. I'm silent for show to the fake niggas. Stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss. Ain't no token when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high. Got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets. That baby soul belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Plus your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop and ask you the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about.
Greg Nice will call me, yo, Tupac's over here, we'll hang. But yo, KRS-One is coming over, and we just listen to y'all.
All my niggas ride for me. I got niggas that'll die for me. You niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you bang for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilled like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap peeled like that, cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that, you niggas ain't built like that. You was never on the block, you ain't never dodge a knock. You ain't never fought another crew holding down the park. You ain't swam with the sharks, you ain't wrestled with the gators. You was never fucking popping, you ain't got no fucking haters. Bitch, niggas like you make me watch out for the traitors. When you round some real niggas, mind your behavior. I will beat a nigga ass, then I'm laughing like I'm Jada. Get your fucking mind blown like a cartridge on a Sega. You niggas want attention, they don't want the war though. Talking all that shit, but you got a glass jaw. Ho, they never deliver. They got that DiGiorno. This that Walking Dead flow. I eat a rapper torso. You ain't the same man once you off the microphone. You ain't never broke a bone. You ain't never had a scar. You a certified pussy, so don't make me pull your card. I'm a certified prophet, respected like the word of God. Cause you ain't got the heart, nigga. You ain't got the heart. You ain't about to finish any beef that you start. You ain't never been a soldier, little nigga, play your part. Claiming that you'll spark when you ain't got the heart. Cause you niggas ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you banged for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilt like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap pilt like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. When you ain't built like that. Run around talking like a thug when you won't bust a slug, man. Niggas get killed like that. Acting like you banged for the set when you ain't blood or cuz, man. Blood'll get spilt like that. Niggas saying really they the plug, but they talking to the judge, man. Get your cap pilt like that. Cause niggas get killed like that. All my niggas ride for me. All my niggas ride with me. I got niggas that'll die for me. All my niggas ride with me. You niggas ain't. I ain't a people pleaser. Huh. Yeah. I ain't a people pleaser. I don't like people either. I don't care if your Nas or Jigga ain't wanna meet you. Just give me my motherfucking check if we do a feature. Tell Michael Jordan he can keep his fucking sneakers. Walk inside your favorite church and just drop your preacher. Cause he ain't gonna drop the right shit that he should teach you. But what about Obama? Nigga, I don't like him either. What has he done for us? 6 years or plus. All our leaders only care about in God we trust. But do they trust in God? It's all a facade. See through the mirage, diamonds in the cars. They got $1 million houses, have you seen ours? See, we get mesmerized and fail to recognize that they don't sympathize, cause now they living better lives. Cause they got some money, we see them as demigods. But they'll be sleeping in that same place when that semi-fires. You ain't bigger than me, ain't God, ain't Christ, no father figure to me. You just another nigga to me. We breathe the same air, fuck if you richer than me. Ain't never been iller than me. I got bodies on the track, you ain't no killer to me. You just another nigga to me. We both gon' die one day, you ain't no different than me.
Aiming at them ass-eating pastors, 3-piece suited up. Fuck about your status, it's gon' get you oozied up. Kingdom suffer violence while you tiptoe like a burglar. Stuff for ransom in them wallets handed from the murderer. And you never consider the po who can't afford shit. Riding under limo tent, hiding like they rodent. Bitches think they so slick, left the people hopeless. Bullets through them decorated speeches you propose with it in case you have it noticed. Christ the rest of them soldiers, 144,000 ain't bringing no roses. Fuck about you penny chasers, bitch I'm a Henny taster. And I got that thing blending in it to disintegrate ya. Death to all you Jimmy Bakers for black balling. Now hold them in them black coffins. Crimes take your crimes, ready to make wars so you hoes just don't have to lay them down.
You ain't bigger than me, ain't God, ain't Christ, no father figure to me. You just another nigga to me. We breathe the same air, fuck if you richer than me. Ain't never been iller than me. I got bodies on the track, you ain't no killer to me. You just another nigga to me. We both gon' die one day, you ain't no different than me. 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 Ain't God, ain't Christ, no father figure to me. You ain't no different than me. You ain't no different than me. You ain't no different than me. We both gon' die one day. You ain't no different than me.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn right, I'm a UPK nigga. Straight out of 1 West, no contest. We the best to the niggas that's living, trying to contend with the stress. Going through the test, no access, cause you oppressed. Slaves, niggas is dying off in waves. Living in dirt, now it's a grave. Niggas cross-talk through the crosswalking or the white chalk over the bodies of roads that you paid. America's killing us, saying they fearing us. Put the drugs in the hood, now my niggas delirious. Put a gun in my face, all because of my race. Click, boom, flash, for some Skittles and murder my ass. Like a sheep to the slaughter, heart beating harder and harder. Baptized with these words, never dipping in water. So now we pray to the Father, give strength to the Father that's looking for the marauders. That's fucking taking our daughters, nigga. It's wartime. Lights up, nigga, showtime. Got the green light on that ass, yeah, go time. Either boot up, shut up, but get your ass up. Cause we ain't got time to be playing this all fucked up America. Heaven for the thief, hell for the slave. Reaping what you sow, meaning giving back what you gave for a clean slate. You try to imitate, you was always fake. America, every city, state, this is your fate. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America.
Turn on the timeline, giving the rhythm to expose the intricacies of advanced vibe. Who am I? Well, I ain't shit, but getting lit is a pastime. So in a minute, I'ma pass out. I hope you get it. If you didn't, you can crash flying. Kinda simple if you feel it, past your last line. But it will confuse a bad mind. A damn shame. That's the exact thing. Gonna get your ass fried. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Then the nigga fly. Hope you got an alibi. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Then the missiles high. I can see him from the parking lot. Heaven finna ball out. Devils finna fall out. All out warfare, nightmares in the brick house. You murdered us for years and thinking shit wasn't gonna turn around. Pride never learns. This motherfucker burns down. Yelled in them streets. Told them to breach. Now all of you angels bring woe to this beast. You rule for a time, but we play for keeps. I pray to my Father, bring woe to this beast. Remember them times we hung on them trees. All of you nations bow down to your knees. Remember them ships, they brought us in fleets. Fuck they Apollo, bring them the heat. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, whoa, to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America.
God is going to destroy this empire, man. You about to see famine in this place. You think them fires in California is bad? That's just the beginning of what the Lord is about to do. Because you've been evil to the Lord's people. You've been wicked to the Most High's children, man. You've been destructive to the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me tell you something, black man. You got to put on your strength now, man. Put back on your strength and might, black man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is going to bring judgment on this earth.
Good night. Yeah, bitch. You already know who it is. They say the man with the 45, he beat with the man with the rifle, huh? Man, it ain't about what sword you got, it's about the man with the sword, you dumb fuck. Get your shit together. Hey, hey, war, killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I calm it down, but it's still in me. Toilet your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feel me. I cannot show love to my enemy. I know these boys out trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. War, killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm looking slow. I'm stuck on my prayer like it up close. I bring their hands off with the sword. Bring that bit back to the Lord. I bring that bit back to the Lord, yeah. I bring that bit back to the rags to riches, I got my take up like I'm sicking. Yeah, I took the decision, I made my mind up like I'm sleeping. AR-15, yeah, I caused a commotion. My tit looking miss like new potion. She got a demotion. Rough on her, I need some lotion. I stroke on her ocean, slow motion. Now I'm exploding. I caused a collision. I'm too high like foreign train mission. Yeah, I'm sipping. I see your motherfucking vision. These boys keep talking that bitch and I pull up like pitches. Like, where the brand and understand that. I slap on the top of my enemies. Yeah, I already said that. Halo is head, yeah, but don't take my kindness for weakness. Yeah, I get it, I got it. I'm flexible, I'm my own pilot. I don't need no stylist. Roll up on me and you dropping. We can do the straight hand like I'm coming. I mean, I got that body hot lava. It's live with my silence of profit. Red out and stocking. Just know I've been under something. I look at you, boy, you ain't nothing. I be like, war. Killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I calm it down, but it's still in me. Toilet your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feel me. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys out trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. War. Killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm looking slow. I'm stuck on my prayer like it up close. I bring their hands off with the sword. Bring that bit back to the Lord. I bring that bit back to the Lord, yeah. I bring that bit
like a tag bitch. Your bitch a has been. When in the world, I stepped on her like a Mac L. You dumb motherfucker.
Damn, man, we did that one.
Jesus Christ had a warrant, nigga! Yeah, I'm just playing. Yeah.
Test. Alright. Shalom, Israel. Give me 1 second. Tweak this mic a little bit. Shalom. It's the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Star 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under the leadership of Commander Jenny Ahana. Of course, we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or camp. What we teach is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible and according to archaeology. You understand? Priest and Officer Mar Dagir, holding down a Brotherhood class spirit of the Most High. You understand? We're going to get right into it. You understand? Of course, what is it, this weekend, this Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, it's so-called Valentine's Day. You understand? And of course, you understand, we're going to do history. It was a brief, I want to say, a history on this topic yesterday pertaining to Valentine's Day. And of course, you understand, we all understand that Jeremiah Hyman's Thursday scripture breakdown class is going to go into detail of it as well too. But of course, all across Israel, of course, we're going to be breaking it down as well too. You understand, as far as going into the history, you understand, going into who you're truly serving, and you know who you, of course, should be serving. You understand, when it comes to the Most High law, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand, of course, dealing with Valentine's Day, you understand, men are very, when it comes to women, you understand, they are looked upon very, very dishonored. You understand, when it comes to this specific day, because on this specific day, a man is supposed to do what? Buy the gifts, book out hotel rooms, pay for flights, go to Mary Kay, get the ring, get down on one leg and, propose. And, so we're going to go into a couple articles of how demonic this day is, man. Of how horrible this day is, man, and how it has ripped Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians apart when it comes to this quote-unquote Valentine's Day, when it comes to as far as, loving your spouse. You understand? You don't want to show your wife too much love, man. You understand? You don't want to show, you understand, your husband too much love when it comes to this day. You understand? We're not talking about, all throughout the whole, year or, anything in that nature, because of course, you understand, we love hard here within the ISUPK, but we're talking about this day specific when it comes to Valentine's Day and how demonic and horrible it is and how it is ripping the Black culture apart, man. You understand? We're going to get, go ahead and get into this first article. You understand? 1 moment here, it's loading up. of course, as always, if you got any questions or comments, go ahead, drop that within the chat, and then we'll be able to get to those accordingly. You understand? This is NBCChicago.com. You understand? And of course, we all understand that up in Chicago is definitely one of, leading when it comes to, as far as black on black crime. You understand? Is leading when it comes to as far as drugs or, being drug lords, being, selling drugs to the black community. You understand? Chicago is definitely on the top of the list when it comes to all of those things. This is the NBCChicago.com. It says, man charged in Valentine's Day murder. You understand? Man charged. One moment here. Man charged in Valentine's Day murder. And, so this article is dated back in 2011, but of course, it's definitely relevant within today's age. You understand? It's definitely relevant within, what's going on within, black communities when it comes to, affairs, or when it comes to sleeping with another man's wife, when it comes to, homosexuality and, lesbianism and, that whole LGBTQ plus community. It's so relevant, man. You know what I'm saying? And I actually like to look up older articles so it can actually confirm that exactly what's going on today was still happening. You understand? Like back in the early 2000s. You understand? And it's still happening. It's like a residual cycle of just more and more confusion when it comes to how America has destroyed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians when it comes to, particularly with this Valentine's Day, when it comes to their holidays. You understand? Give me one moment here. All right. Once again, it says, man charged in Valentine's Day murder. A man was picked up in the northern suburban Waukegan, has been charged with murder of a man killed while walking with his girlfriend Valentine's Day. You understand? So this is another man that killed another man while a man was walking with his girlfriend on Valentine's Day. Demanji, and it's like if I mispronounce his brother name, but it looks like Demanji Moore, 23, of let me give his address, was charged with the murder of Brendan Williams, who was hit by a car then shot at 8:45 a.m. February 14th in the 600 block of South Sacramento Avenue while walking with his girlfriend, police said. You understand? So this Moore brother had the scene, you understand, him, as far as Mr. Williams and his girlfriend, walking from a distance, man, because he was able to hit him with a car and then shoot him. You understand? Hit this man with the car and then shot him. Let's see here. Moore was arrested Friday at 9:23 a.m. by the FBI Violent Crimes Fugitive Task Force at McDonald's restaurant at 1939 North Lewis Avenue in Waukegan. Moore was also wanted on 2 warrants, one for murder of and the other was unlawful fight to avoid persecution. You understand? So once again, you understand, going back until how all this happens, man. You understand? And of course, the article doesn't go into details, but of course, being within the black community and just being of Israel, we know exactly what happened, man. You understand? This brother, Brendan Williams, you understand, which he thought was his girlfriend, was sleeping with this Demanji Moore, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go into art, details or whatever the case may be. You understand? So doesn't go into detail about prior. You understand? But of course, you understand. We all understand, man, how angry black man can get if he sees another man, you understand, and another man sleeping, with a female that he's sleeping with, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it all the way 100 here, man. You know what I'm saying? We all know that this brother right here, Mr. Moore, was sleeping with Mr. Williams' wife, his wife, or quote unquote, within America says girlfriend. You understand? Because there's no other reason why a man will go out on Valentine's Day, you understand, to hunt down another man and kill him and rage because the female may have said that, oh, like I'm gonna hang out with you, and then turns out and find out that he sees her with another man. You understand? So of course the female was all in the wrong. You understand, when it comes within this case, man. You understand? All wrong. You understand? You gotta read between the lines. You understand, when it comes within these articles, man. Let's see here. We're gonna keep reading. In autopsy, February 15th, determined Williams, 20, died of a gunshot wound to the chest, and his death was ruled homicide, according to Cook County Medical Examiner Office. The morning of the slaying, Police News Affairs Office victim may have gotten into an altercation with another man on the street, who then fled the scene. On Sunday, judge denied bond. Of course, he's doing court again Monday, on that presiding Monday. You understand? So of course, once again, you understand, the article doesn't go into detail of why this man just hit this quote unquote random man in the street and then shot him in the chest. You understand? Of course, the article is not going to go within that, but of course, we all understand it is as far as the background of this story. You understand? We all understand as far as what was happening behind closed doors when it comes to the shooter in this female here. You understand? What was it? Mr. Moore's quote unquote girlfriend or his wife. You understand? It just showed how much exactly, you understand, of how America truly has once again destroyed our women, man. You understand? This female thinks that it was okay to go out and just be all out in the open with another man when she know deep down inside that she's having sex with another man, and this other man is furious and crazy and whatever the case may be, to the point where he actually kills another man basically over some box, man. All over some box, man. You understand? We need to come to realization and understanding that, man, you understand? When it comes to these females, you have to choose wisely, man. Choose wisely, especially if they are caught up within the world, man. Especially if they are caught up within America. You understand? Because America has to offer these sisters, what is it? The Real Housewives of Atlanta, the basketball wives, football wives. You understand? Baseball wives, whatever the case may be, man. You understand? Everyone looking up to Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion and the city girls, saying to live your best life and just go out and get a check and have sex with them and be prostitutes and do all these abominable things that actually stirs up black men. You understand? Of course, every black man, you understand, black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, when they have a woman and they have sex with a woman, you understand, they look at that as as their rib, you understand, as their possession. You understand, as something that like I need to protect. You understand, something that if any man try to enter, you understand, come to the point where within this scenario, I'm gonna kill him. You understand? Within this within this scenario, according to the article, you understand. Not saying that every black man is going to get to that rage point, but of course, you understand, we read it day after day. You understand, and we see it all throughout social media, all throughout all throughout mainstream media, man. When these quote unquote holidays come up, you understand, in one party, you understand, whether he's the side piece, you understand, or he's not getting his time in, or whatever the case may be, he comes raised up to the point where he actually physically want to harm someone. You understand? Where he physically want to kill another man and possibly the woman as well too, man. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, you know what I'm saying, wasn't no kids involved, you know what I'm saying, within this, man. Within this madness, man. You understand? That's why, of course, as far as Black Spanish and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying, we need to come together, you understand, and understand that literally we are all we got, man. Yes, and we are all we got when it comes to as far as loving one another, man. That's what we need to come to a realization and understanding of, man. That we need to love the hell out of one another, man. You know what I'm saying? What was demonstrated here, of course, was not love. You know what I'm saying? It was all built on, infidelity, trust issues, unfaithful broad, you know what I'm saying, whichever the case may be, as far as, who was truly her man and, who, she, decided to do an abominable act with when it comes to, sleeping with another man, you know what I'm saying, when she already had a man. You know what I'm saying? There's no telling what the situation was, man. And America pushes this on us so much as far as all, go ahead and, be with that man and also have this man as well, too. You understand? That's what they push upon us and push upon us and push upon us more and more and more, man. They push us to the point where, man, it's like, it's almost as if, the quote unquote, cheating or, here within UPK, we say, sleeping with another man when you already have a husband, you know what I'm saying? That's just plain flat out whoredom, man. You know what I'm saying? You are dishonoring yourself as a sister, and more importantly, you know what I'm saying, you are dishonoring your husband, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever situation that you and your husband has going on, get counsel, seek advice. You know what I'm saying? Go through these counseling sessions, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your marriage in order. You understand? When it comes to, if it comes to the point where you feel as if you don't love the other person, or the quote unquote spark is gone, man. All that, man. Listen, man. All that hula, man. That is very, very Christian, and also, man, that's what America pushes on our black women. If you don't quote unquote feel the spark anymore, if you're quote unquote, not attracted to them anymore, if you're quote unquote, or if you quote unquote, you just want to, just go out and live your best life, man. According to all these, quote unquote reality TV shows, you know what I'm saying? They push that and they force that on our black women to the point where it's like they just draw accustomed to it. You understand? They just draw accustomed to it to the point where that's all they know. If I don't like this man, you understand? I already had sex with him. Now, wait, I can, I got my options now. I can have sex with him. I can have sex with him. I can have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? I can have sex with him, and I can have sex with her, and I can have sex with him again. You understand? That's just a whole cycle of just damnation, man. A whole cycle of unlawfulness, man. You know what I'm saying? Just living lawless. You know what I'm saying? Not living upon the law, man. You understand? That's what that draws down to, man, when it comes to our black women, man. You know what I'm saying? And naturally, the black man, you know what I'm saying? We truly love the black women, man. You understand? And once again, you know what I'm saying? We blame America and we blame our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We blame our oppressor for this, and we blame the Roman Catholic Church for, all this trickling down to the black community, the black church, and, more importantly, black household. You understand? We are raging against one another, man, when it comes to this situation, man. You understand? The quote-unquote American marriage rate, you understand, when it comes to black people, are at an all-time low, man. It's at an all-time low, man, because either, money's the issue, or, infidelity, or, wanting to truly be with someone else, or the quote-unquote spark is gone, or he's just not there enough because, you got him working 3 jobs, and, he can't do anything, as far as physically for you. You understand? All that is, just in Americanized, you know what I'm saying, not even unity, of just of how it has destroyed, in the numbers, of course, that have been going down and down when it comes to these black marriages, man. You said black, Hispanic, and Native Indian marriages, man. You understand? All in the name of all, you gotta find someone that you truly love, or if you don't love him, you understand, kick him to the curb, or if he's not doing A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z, and all the above, go out there and get you another man, or better yet, according to America, you understand, keep him, and then just get you a couple of side pieces. You understand? Have you a man for the physical way. Have a man for your emotionally track, and then have a man for that's going to be able to provide for you and be there financially for you, man. No, man. All that is just so, once again, all that is just so Americanized, man, of how America treats and dishonors black women, man. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women, man. You understand? Of course, you understand, sisters, man. You understand? Gird up your loins, man. You understand? Do what you have to do to become that righteous sister, man. Well, where a brother, you understand, has to wait, you understand, for you to complete your 90 days, you understand, before he'll be able to even request you, man. You understand? Do that, man. You understand? Be a great when it comes to that, man. You understand? Don't lower your standards, man. You understand? Because of course you are truly lowering your standards when you have to have multiple men. A lot of of course, what I'm saying, people in the world, and the American way, what I'm saying, like, they look at that as a badge of honor. You understand, when it comes to our sisters, man. But of course, you're dishonoring yourself, and you're lowering all your standards, your morale, you understand, your dignity. All of that is being lowered when you decide to have multiple men go inside of that box, man. When you have a man, you understand, go in and out of side your mouth. You understand? Sorry to be graphic, you understand, but that's what it boils down to, man. You're being a whore. You understand, sis? You understand? You are truly being a whore when you're allowing multiple men do whatever they want to you, all in the sake of, I gotta live my best life, or YOLO, or you understand, my pastor say that I can do this, and he doesn't say anything wrong with it. Women art thou loose. You understand? You can go out, get another man. You understand? You can go out and get another father for those kids. You understand? You can be the father and mother. You understand? Or in worst case scenario, you understand, go get another mother. You understand? Go out and two females raise this child, raise this boy. You understand? We need to understand, man, the full brainwashing of how this is, and having and continually to just brainwash as far as when it comes to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. This is just all the way confusion, man. All the way docile, and like I said earlier, it just shows how much you truly dishonor, yourself, man. You dishonor, your husband, and if you have kids, you're dishonoring them all, man. Be with that one man. Be with that one man for the rest of your life, man. That's why, of course, here, within the school, sisters, they have a very, very important decision when they are choosing their husband, man. Because they're only going to be able to get one husband, man. That's why it's so very, very important, of course, why we have the rules and protocols set up when it comes to the courtship, man. When it comes to that courtship, sisters should be taking it very, very seriously, man. Not taking it lightly, man. You understand? If you don't like a particular thing within a brother, whatever the case may be, man. He may have, OCD, or, whatever the case may be, man. You understand? Or, he may not be able to, he's not, romantic enough. You understand? Whatever the case may be, man. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know what I'm saying, we all talking about, you know, when it comes to worldly brothers, you understand, because of course here in the ISUPK, we understand how to wine and dine our women. You know what I'm saying? We know how to exactly, choose our women, and, you know, when we are chosen, you understand, we know how to, you know, take up that offer or not, you understand? So, and there's nothing wrong with, you know, as far as, you know, you courting a brother or a sister, and you just don't, you know, you're not feeling it, or you know, you want to weigh out some options. That's totally fine, man. Why? Because you did not lay with that man. You understand? So of course, you understand, you do have that option to not sleep with that person, man. You can talk to that man. You understand? And you can, you know, contact your camp leader. You understand, the captain over your region, or whatever the case may be. Just be like, hey, you know, I don't want to court this brother anymore. You know, and it's gonna be what? It's gonna be no sweat, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be no sweat, and the brother is still going to look at you as a sister, man. And that's very, very important, man. He's still gonna look at you as a sister, man. And there's nothing wrong with that at all, man. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, man. You understand? Nothing wrong with that at all, man. You understand? When I look at this article, once again, man, it says, man charged in Valentine's Day murder, man. And how that brother, you know what I'm saying, hit another man with the car, and then got out and shot him in the chest, man. You know what I'm saying? Only a couple type of rages that can happen due to that, man. Whether it was, you know, quote unquote gang related, and of course, you understand, most brothers, you understand, when it comes to that, you understand, like, they're not gonna pick a day, you understand, when you're out, you know, with your family members, man, or, you know, or your loved ones, man, or, you understand, 9 out of 10 times is due to that woman, you understand, sleeping with that woman, man. So like that woman sleeping with that man. You know what I'm saying? That's going to trigger, you know, him to have some type of rage and him wanting to get back at her by killing someone that she was originally, having sex with, man. You understand? Sisters, man, be very, very careful, man. Very, very careful, man. Because I'm pretty sure, you understand, this sister, you understand, love this brother that had, that was killed by this brother. You understand? And this sister may have made an honest mistake. You know, you understand, when it comes to, as far as, you know, sleeping with this other brother. You understand? That's why, of course, you understand, sisters have to be trained. Sisters have to have the right toolage and everything that they need, so they'll be able to show discernment when it comes to if a man is, you know, truly trying to holler at her, or if a man just trying to, you know, be a brother to her, man. You understand? It's very, very important, man. Once again, very, very important, man, that we, you know, stay within the laws of brotherhood and sisterhood, man. And we keep following our law, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? Because everything is going to fall in place when you, of course, you understand, following these law, statutes, and commandments, and not doing all these abominable things according to what the Most High has set up for you, man. You understand? I'm gonna read this article one more time, man. You understand? Because of course we all understand that, you know, this quote unquote wicked and, you know, disgusting holiday is coming up. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be reading within articles. You understand? The day after, or a week after. You know what I'm saying? Bodies being found, and, you know, they're going to be able to date it back to this quote unquote Valentine's Day. You understand? We read it after day, man. You understand? We see articles after articles, man, on this specific day when lovers, you understand, in these trying to become, having all these quote unquote orgies, and, you know, having all these abominable things, and, you know, someone comes up, you know, missing, or, you know, worst case scenario, dead, all because of jealousiness, man. All because of, you know, a woman wanting to be a whore, man, or a man not, expressing to his wife that, you know, he can have another wife. You understand? All that comes from, man, not being trained, man, and not understanding these scriptures, man, and following after a country, and following after America. You understand? That truly deep down inside they don't care about you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it all boils down to, man. America does not care about you, so why should you follow their rules? You know what I'm saying? Why should you follow their their laws and their holidays and all these abominable things that they push on us, man? That they push on us and push on us and push on us, man. You understand? That's something that we should not. It's like that's something that we should not be partaking in, man. We should not partake within this, man, at all, man. Yeah, here we go. It says Brendan Williams who was hit by a car and then shot. You know what I'm saying? He was hit by the car and then shot, man. The brother shot him in the chest, man. Make insult to injury, man. Hit him with a car first and then shot him, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that brother with the car and then shot him, man, in the chest, man. Cold blood murder right there, man. Just murder, man. All because of that. All because of some type of hatred that this brother had, you know what I'm saying, within his heart, within all of his understanding. You understand? All because of a female, you know what I'm saying? 9 out of 10 times, you know what I'm saying? It always pins back to the female of not doing exactly what's right, man, and what's righteous and what's according to the scriptures, man. You understand? We can all read between the lines and understand that, of course, this was not of what was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying, within this brother, man. Of course, you know what I'm saying, they were all in the wrong. You know what I'm saying, especially that couple, you know what I'm saying, that was walking, you know what I'm saying, no telling what they, the article doesn't go into details of, what they were coming from, you know what I'm saying. It could have been a Valentine's Day dinner. It could have been, just a nice little Valentine's Day walk. You know what I'm saying, all of that is wrong, man. You know what I'm saying. Don't even take your wife out on Valentine's Day, man. You know what I'm saying. Don't even, do anything romantic. Don't buy no flowers. Don't do anything, you know what I'm saying, for your wife when it comes to this disgusting and wicked holiday, man. You understand? Don't do anything romantic for her. You know what I'm saying? Don't do anything, you know what I'm saying? Just treat it as a normal day, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all, whatever y'all situation is, you know what I'm saying, whether y'all cooking, you know what I'm saying, whether y'all just gonna order out, you know what I'm saying, don't slip on no fresh gear on, or don't go out and buy the man. I remember back in the day they had those what was it, the matching Air Force Ones. You understand? They had the matching Air Force Ones, man. You know what I'm saying? And that was supposed to, validate that y'all were a quote unquote couple, or validate your love. You understand? They had the matching Air Force Ones. I believe they had some other type of matching shoes. I'm certain if they had like some matching Jordans, or what I wouldn't put it past it. You know what I'm saying? Then of course everybody, they would come with the matching outfits, and come to school with the matching outfits, or go out on a date with the matching outfit. And that was supposed to validate, you know what I'm saying, your love for this person, or your quote unquote loyalty to this person, because you're showing that you truly love this person by having and spending all this crazy wild money on this specific day, man. You understand? Before we go, one moment here. Before we go to this other article, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go into how much is being spent on this horrible day. You understand? Shalom on Christ. You understand? We're gonna go into how much is being spent on this horrible day, man. You understand? Because like I just said, you understand, back in the day they used to have the matching Air Force Ones, the matching Jordans, and they used to go out on all these crazy days to to just validate that you truly love this person, or your loyalty. That's a wine, sir? You understand? to just to validate all of these all of these great things that is just merely, you know what I'm saying, going after America and not going after, you know what I'm saying, what you know what I'm saying, what is within, you know what I'm saying, what is within yourself, you know what I'm saying, what is naturally within your DNA when it comes to Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And of course, when you dig deep within your DNA, of course, it's not going to say that you I actually got some already, so I'm to wipe the water though. You understand? It's not going to pin back. It's not going to pinpoint back to America and, you know, how you're supposed to live and you know, according to America and you know, how you're supposed to perceive on how you know, you should truly love a person, man. Let me see here. One moment here. Okay, so this is the KHOU 11. I believe this is going to be out of Houston. Yeah, Houston. You understand? It says Valentine's Day by the numbers, how much Americans spend. A survey by the National Retail Federation shows Valentine's Day 2019 would be the most expensive one yet. You understand? It says February 14th is a day for hearts, flowers, and lots of money, especially this year. You understand? So they say that this day is for hearts, flowers, and lots of money. You understand? You know, and you know, particularly this year, it says a survey by the National Retail Federation shows Valentine's Day 2019 will be the most expensive one yet. They found Americans will spend on average $161.96 each to lavish their loved ones. That's up almost $20 and about 13% in just a year. The average in 2018 was $143.56. The total spending is expected to be more than $20 billion. And this was in 2018, man. $20 billion on a gift. $20 billion. Not million, not thousands, $1 billion, man. On gifts, man. Once again, man, this once again shows you how money hungry America is, man. You know what I'm saying? We went over the numbers. What was that for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and I believe it was another holiday that we did. But you know what I'm saying? But now we're coming all the way around until Valentine's Day, man. It says the total spending is expected to be more than $20 billion. $20 billion. Yes, I can imagine. Good night, you know what I mean? Like, I can imagine, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, of course, you know what I'm saying, being, you know, within the world, you know what I'm saying? I probably, you know, tricked off, you know, $50 or $100, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. But you know, but they're saying, you know, that the average, you know what I'm saying, this is just the average. It was $161.96, man, per person, you know what I'm saying, for your quote unquote lover. You understand? That is just so damn, man, listen, that is just crazy, man. It says that's with fewer people celebrating, a number that continues to drop every year from 63% of people 10 years ago to only about half of them, 51% of this year, of course. You know what I'm saying? Most High, you know what I'm saying, like, give up to the Most High for those numbers dropping. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that those numbers are dropping due to, you know, men, you know what I'm saying, and women coming in here within this truth in the ISUPK. Right. You understand? But the burning question that all lovers want to know is what's inside this pretty little present. Loved ones plan to spend $3.9 billion on jewelry. Jeez. Good night. So this is the breakdown of the $20 million. You understand? So on jewelry is going to be $3.9 billion. Billions. Good night, man. On just jewelry in one day, man. in one day. 3.5 billion on a night out.
So like you said, how much again?
3.5 billion on one night out. One night out. You know what I'm saying? So that's, going to the restaurant and getting that hotel room, because you gotta have a hotel room. You understand? You have to have that hotel room, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just going to be, just some type of, Super 8 or, Motel, 8 or 6 or, whatever number it is, or Days Inn. It's going to be the top of the line, man. It's going to be the top of the line, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have the hard bed for you. They're going to have flowers out there for you. They're going to have, the wine and the champagne and, the hard liquor and the condoms there for you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do it out, man. 3.5 billion on a night out, man. Sheesh. It says 2.1 billion on clothes. You understand? On just clothes. And I talk about, you understand, as far as the matching shoes, the matching Air Force Ones, which I never did. You understand? The matching Jordans, you understand? And of course you gotta have the matching outfit to go with that pink and red. You know what I'm saying? That initially don't even look right together. You understand? So like let's see here. It says 1.9 billion on flowers. On some flowers, man. That you can go out in the garden and just pick up some. You understand? You can go out in your backyard, or you can go to the park and you can pick up some flowers. But it's suspected that 1.9 billion is going to be on flowers and 1.8 billion on candy. Now, now, like those little heart-shaped little candies. I mean, not heart-shaped candies, but like it come within like a little, some type of little decorative thing or not. That has to be the worst candy I've ever had, man. That has to be the worst type of chocolate I have ever had, man. Unless they upgraded, you understand, like over the years. I remember those being the most nastiest chocolates that I have ever had, man. That they would have some type of, chocolate that's, that got, some type of, filling in the middle, and then they got a cherry in it. I'm like, oh man, it was just a little bit too much for me. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, maybe my taste buds, you know what I'm saying, was just off that day. You understand? But those chocolates are just so disgusting, man. It says 1.8 billion on just candy, man. And less, but still a lot. In both, in both gift and greeting cards. Okay, so 1.3 billion on gift cards. Good night, man. 1.3 billion on gift cards. Good grief, man. That's a lot of money as well too.
Billions on the gift card?
1.3 billion on just gift cards, man.
Wrong business.
In the wrong business, man. Those gift cards people there, man, listen, they about to come up. And then 933 million on greeting cards. Good night, man. So that's roughly about 1.5 billion on just cards alone. On just cards alone, it's going to be roughly $1.5 billion, man. Good night. But even those who might be a little lonely may still spend something on their one and only 11% plan to treat themselves. Good night, man. Shalagi, treat themselves and 9% plan to mingle with other singles, man. Good night, man. Good night. I'm going to read that last part one more time, man. It says, but even those who might be a little lonely may still spend something on their one and only. 11% plan to treat themselves and 9% plan to mingle with other singles, man. Those numbers are just outrageous, man. Those numbers are just good night, man. $20 billion on just one day. And I believe it's on Sunday today, this year. So good night, man. They're gonna have all the time in the world, man. And on a Sunday, you gotta go to church to give.
Hey, Salaki.
Yeah, you got some.
I said, I wonder what pastor is going to, he's gonna be bringing everybody's gonna be his Valentine to church. Miss Jenkins, know, I know we lost your husband 2 years ago, but I made sure I could be your Valentine. That's what your husband would want.
That's crazy, D. That literally just went past my mind, man. I want to know how much love offerings is going to be given within the church, man. How much in love offerings is going to be given within the church, man? On a Sunday, good night, man.
Yeah, what's the song? How the song go? Is there any hearts in the house?
Right. Is there a heart in the house tonight? And that's going to be happening within the Christian church. They're going to be singing that song in the Christian church.
Good night.
Is there a heart in the house tonight, man? Stand up and give. You understand? Stand up and give me all of your money. Good night, man. You know what? I'm looking forward to see what these numbers look like this year, man.
Right.
On a Sunday, on Valentine's Day Sunday in the church, and then you still got to go out and wine and dine.
After church.
After church, man. You understand? After church, man. Good night, man. And don't be up late. And don't be up late night and lonely. You understand? They gonna come up with those what are they the infomercials if you're lonely. You understand? And you need a gift. You understand? Send this $50 and we'll send you not only a holy towel. You understand? But we'll send you a towel that has a heart in it. You understand? Good night, man. Oh man, I cannot stand the Christian church, man. I cannot stand Christianity, man. Why, man? Because they are destroying and stealing, you understand, our hard-earned money, man. You understand? People, man, listen, man. People are going to be out of a house this month, man. Out of rent, man. You understand? The lights are going to be off, man. Internet's going to be off, man. You say kids are not going to be able to eat, man. Why, man? Because we are going to give to that filthy, disgusting Christian church. And then we're going to have a wonderful night out, according to America, of how you're supposed to treat a loved one, man, or your significant other, man. Good night, man. Man, Valentine's Day is on a Sunday, man. Should like it, man. Let's go ahead and go to this other article, and then we're gonna go into some scriptures on what you should be doing and how you should be showing love to your brothers and sisters, man, and how you shouldn't allow America, revert your mind unto these abominable ways, man, and to how, how should like you should be strong, and you should truly show love to your significant other every single day. You should show love to your significant other every single day, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go out, you know what I'm saying, like once a month, man. You know what I'm saying? Winding down your wife out, once a month, if your finances can, if you do have the finances for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Do something special for, like once a month, man. Or and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Take them out, you know what I'm saying? Buy them some clothes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, man. But don't do it on this filthy, disgusting day, man. Not on the 14th of February, man. Don't do anything for me, you understand? On that day, man. Don't do anything for me and don't do anything for her, man. Don't do anything for your man and don't do anything for that woman, brother. You understand? Because then you're going to be within this statistics of how, you understand, $20 billion is spread across America, man. You understand? And this is just America, man.
Right.
You understand? It's not going into the whole world of how, you understand, because of course, you understand, you got good night, man. You got the filthy, disgusting Africans over there, you understand, that's going to be the celebrating this day. You know what I'm saying? You got the Russians and Chinese, Japanese, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, man, they're going to be celebrating this day. So I wouldn't be surprised if, of course, all across the earth, man, just within this one day, man, close to probably anywhere from 200 to 250 billion is going to be spent, man, on this specific date, man. I can't forget that it is on a Sunday now. You know what I'm saying? So of course those churches and all across the earth, you know what I'm saying, like they're going to be getting money as well too. So I'm just gonna round it up to a good old even $500 billion. You know what I'm saying? It's possibly going to be given out on this filthy, disgusting day, man. On a Sunday. Valentine's Day is on a Sunday, man. Oh, good night. And you know those pastors, man. They're going to be putting God all up in it, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be putting God. If you love God, then give to the church. If you love Jesus, give to the church. You know what I'm saying? God's supposed to be your husband, sis. So dump out all your funds right now that you was going to spend on that low life man and give it to God. You understand? Man, good night. I can only imagine, man, how it's going to be within these filthy, disgusting churches, man. Good night, man. So disgusting, man. Let's see here. Let's go. Where'd that article go? One moment here. You know what I'm saying? And this just shows, man, once again, man, this article that I'm about to go into right now, man, this shows how it only doesn't destroy, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, when it comes to Judah. It also destroys the Hispanic community as well, man. Right. It also destroys the Native Indian community as well too, man. It said man kills girlfriend on Valentine's Day, reports fake suicide. Carlos Condivid, 23 of Hollywood, will be charged in first-degree murder. Authority says a man accused of killing his girlfriend of 4 days on Valentine's Day was held without bond Saturday on charges of premeditated murder. Carlos Condivid of Hollywood reported the death, which happened at the Grand Motel at 430 South Federal Highway, as a suicide to be Broward Sheriff's Office, according to the agency release. So this brother, you know what I'm saying, found some type of woman, you know what I'm saying, of 4 days, and where he take her straight to? The motel. You know what I'm saying? What was those numbers, you know, within the, what was it, the, good night, what was that? How did they word that? The overnight sting, or, you know, something like that. Some, you know, how they word it, you know what I'm saying? The one night, you know, the one night out. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? The one night out. So he took this woman to the motel, the Grand Motel, at 430 South Federal Highway. It says Condivid admitted to detectives Friday afternoon that he killed his girlfriend, whom he had only known for 4 days. Damn. For 4 days, he faces charges of first-degree murder and possession of methamphetamine, authorities said. The BSO identified the victim as Crizia Nunez, 22, of Aventura. Neighbor Juan Gonzalez said he saw the couple at Condivid's house on 4th Street in Hollywood near Sheridan Street and Florida's Turnpike. I saw him the other day with his girlfriend, but it's like a new girlfriend. It's not the one he used to have before. You understand? It's not the one that he used to have before. You understand? So of course, this brother, you understand, which of course he probably didn't know that of course, you know, nothing wrong with you know, having multiple wives. You know, homicide detectives noticed that the physical evidence in room 108 of the Grand Motel did not add up to suicide. After an autopsy was done, the Broward County Medical Examiner Office agreed and ruled the woman's death a homicide. Condivid was being held at the Broward County main jail without bond Friday night. Online jail records showed it wasn't immediately known whether he has an attorney or not. You know what I'm saying? So of course, you know what I'm saying, once again, it you know, when it comes to these articles, you know what I'm saying, they you know, like, they fail to realize, and they fail out to leave a lot of details, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of details, man. You know what I'm saying? That article that you know, that I read earlier, you know what I'm saying, a man, it was in Chicago, a man was driving, and he had hit a man, hit another man that was walking with his girlfriend with the car, got out and shot the man in the chest. Good. Killed him. right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, but once again, the article didn't go into all details of what was going on, man. You know what I'm saying? What was going on? Of course, you know what I'm saying? We all understand that 9 out of 10 times, you understand that woman was more likely sleeping with that man that had killed the other man. You know what I'm saying? We all understand that. But of course, just like within this article, it goes into no details, man. As far as what happened, you know what I'm saying, and what triggered this man to actually kill a woman that he only known for 4 days, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what happened, you know what I'm saying? Of course, drugs was involved. You know what I'm saying? This woman could have told that man that, that she has, some type of STD, or, she has another man, or, that she has a husband at home, or, whatever the case may be. You understand? There's just no telling, man. You know what I'm saying? What could have truly happened, man. This is why it's very, very imperative and very, very important, man, that you are watching who you are laying with, man. Watching that who you truly want to be your husband and your wife for the rest of your life, man. For the rest of your life, man. You understand? This is very, 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 very important, man, that we truly understand that we just don't lay down with everyone, man. Right. And that we just don't, pick and choose of who we want to be with on this particular day, or, this particular night, or, throughout the day, man. You know what I'm saying? When you lay with that person, man, you are with that person for the rest of your life, man. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of confusion can be taken out, man. As far as, when it comes to making decisions, you know what I'm saying, for your husband and for your wife, man. You understand? Because these women, man, they are literally out there. They are literally out there, man, being prostitutes, man, being whores, man. That's what it literally all boils down to, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not going to be enough rage in the world for a man to literally literally hit a man with a car and then come out and then shoot him, man, in the chest. And then within that article, you know what I'm saying, within the Hispanic community, you know what I'm saying, taking this woman to a hotel and killing her, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it doesn't go within details. Of course, you know what I'm saying, it says some type of drugs or, whatever the case may be was there. Ain't no telling what had happened, man. Telling what had happened, man. That's why it's very, very important, man. Let me see here. Now, what happened? Here, let me see here. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go to, we're going to get into within some scriptures right here on mainly how, of course, it's important to, understand the, the laws and the understanding of a man being able to have multiple wives, man. You understand? You understand? It will be very, very informative, you know what I'm saying, if the black community as a whole will understand if a man, you know what I'm saying, when a man can have multiple wives, man, that will literally, man, calm down. You understand? Not necessarily calm down. Of course, it will still be some type of rage, but it will be in the sense of, okay, he can have another, wife, you know what I'm saying, or, this sister, she cannot lay down with another, with another man when she has a, when she already has a husband, man. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go to, let's see here. Let me see. Let's go go to the New Testament first. You understand? Because a lot of Christians say that, it's not lawful to have multiple wives, and that's why I'm going out to sleep with Tyrone and Jacob and John, because the Bible doesn't support polygamy or a man having another wife. Let's go ahead and go to Matthew chapter 25 and verse 1, sir, if you don't mind. Matthew chapter 25, verse 1.
The book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins.
You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you know what I'm saying, we all understand that this place that we're living in now, this place called America, it's not always going to be like this, man.
Right.
It's not going to be always, the American way or die, or the slogan of YOLO. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only live once, man. That's not going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a time, man, where a new rulership and a new kingdom is going to happen, man, under Christ, man. You understand? Let's go and keep on reading, sir, if you don't mind.
Which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish.
It says 5 of them were wise, and 5 of them were foolish, man. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, man, which took lamps. And it says 5 of them were wise, and 5 of them were foolish, man. You understand? Let's keep on reading.
Verse 4.
I believe we're in verse 3 now, sir.
They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
Good night, man. And they didn't take no oil with them, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have no understanding of what was going to happen, man. They had no understanding of exactly what was happening, man. You understand? In the kingdom, we're going to have multiple wives, man. You know what I'm saying? Do not leave this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Do not drop your sword, brother. You know what I'm saying? Do not give up on hope, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to living within America, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and keep on reading, sir, if you don't mind.
Verse 4. But the wise took oil in their vessels with the lamps.
You know what I'm saying? So those other 5, man, they took oils, you know what I'm saying, because they understood exactly what was happening, man. You know what I'm saying? They were coming to meet their groomsmen, man. You know what I'm saying? They were coming to see exactly, you know what I'm saying, what was going on, man. Let's go and keep on reading, sir. Matter of fact, for time's sake, let's let me see, what was it about when it talk about let me see. Let me see 1 second here. Yeah, let's go ahead let's go ahead drop down to verse 9. Like for time's sake, and then we're gonna get into some other scriptures. Like it, sir.
Book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 9. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you.
You understand? Now, of course, you understand. Now, you understand. It's coming down to the point where, of course, the 5 wise women, you understand, that understood that, of course, that they're going to meet their groomsmen. You understand? And now they understand, of course, that they just bought enough oil for themselves. Now, of course, now what's happening is now the foolish woman and the unwise woman that did not bring any oil, you understand, that's not, not doing her part. She didn't have any oil, you understand? So now she's asking, you understand, the other 5 women, hey, you know what I'm saying, like let me get a little oil, you know what I'm saying? But of course the wise woman is understanding, like, hey, listen, listen here, sis, right. You know what I'm saying, I don't have enough, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna be enough for both of us. So of course someone's going to come down short, and if you would have listened to us in the first place, you understand, you would have had enough oil, so you can, you know what I'm saying, so you can be able to see your groomsmen, man. So you can see so you will be able to go out and see your husband, man. But no, man, it's going to be a lot of foolish women, you know what I'm saying, when the kingdom comes, you understand, when it comes to understanding these laws of having a man having multiple wives, man. It's going to be so like the scripture says, in the Apocrypha, you understand, when when Christ comes down, you understand, and shows his salvation, it's going to be a shock, man. It's going to be a shock to mainly the black women, black spanking Native Indian women, when Christ comes back and say, hey, listen, that man can have another wife. You understand? That man, he can have as many wives as he wants to, man. It's going to be a complete shock to the black community, man, especially Judah, man. Especially those Judite women, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, big up to the Most High. Of course, everyone is going to fall in line, man. Everybody's going to understand the true understanding of the law of being able to for a man to being able to have a multiple, another wife, man. Let's go ahead and go to, even one moment. I'm trying to find, I want to say that same scripture where it says that we're going to sell our, oh man, even 1 second, sir. Sell raiment? I had it right here. Sir, you know where in the scripture where it talks about the woman, how she's going to sow, where she don't need the man's money, and that she's willing to sell. Oh my goodness, it's on the tip of my tongue. I cannot think of it right now. I think it's in Psalms, maybe. Okay, come on, sir. Shalakia. I know exactly where it was at, but it was on the tip of my tongue. Oh man, where is that at? Psalms 84. Let me. Isaiah. That sounds a little bit more better. Give me 1 second here. Let me get there. Here you go. Yes, sir. You understand? And this is just going to be more and more proof that, of course, multiple wives is lawful, and that is nothing wrong with a man having another wife, man. You understand? There's nothing wrong with a woman accepting that it's okay for a man to have another wife, man. You understand? Don't be a coward when it comes to the law of multiple wives, man. Don't be a coward and just say that, well, I can only have, one woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a coward when it comes to is as far as, spreading the love, you know what I'm saying, being a black masculine man and having more than one wife, man. Sir. You got it, sir.
Book Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Good night, man. It says how many?
7 women shall take hold of one man.
It says 7 women shall take hold of one man. You understand? 7 women, man. Good night. I hope and pray, you understand, that all the brothers here, you understand, within the ISUPK, we have 7 and 14 and, 10 and whatever the case may be, wives, man, that are going to be willing, you understand, to just be able to just be willing to just be, you understand, that man's wife, man. You understand? Good night, man. That's going to be a beautiful sight, man, to just see, man. So we can keep on reading.
God. We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
Good night. So that they're gonna eat their own bread, man. You said that they're gonna get their own apparel, man. Meaning, man, that they're going to get their own money. You said they're gonna have their own clothes. They're gonna have their own houses. You said they're going to be doing all the righteous things that a woman should be doing, according to Proverbs 31. You understand? They're going to be doing all those great things just to find this one man. You said just to find their Adawan, you understand, their head, you understand, their peace. You understand? Forever, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what America has to look forward to, man. You know what I'm saying? Here within America now, you know what I'm saying, they flip it to the point where they saying that a woman can have multiple men. You know what I'm saying? But this scripture does not say anything about a woman, about, 7 men taking on one woman. You understand? But that's what America, pushes on our black women, man. Pushes on our brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta be within competition, man. You know what I'm saying? We see all throughout social media, man, and all through mainstream media, man, on how, you know what I'm saying, on how that quote unquote polygamy is destroying the black community, man. And Shalagi, man, every picture and every article that I see when it comes to a woman having multiple men, the man always look feminine, man. The man always look feminine, as if that when she's not around, it's some nasty clapping going on. You know what I'm saying? It's some nasty clapping going on when she's not around, man. But this is what America pushes on us, man. They push this on us to a point where we just accept it, and we just accept it within our lifestyle as if this is how America's supposed to run, or this is how society perceives the black man as to be weak, and now you have to share, you got to share some box now. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where you literally have to share some box now, man. And that's what they want us to be, man. They want us to be soft. They want us to look feminine and, don't have a beard. You know what I'm saying? Shave your beard. You know what I'm saying? Cut off all your hair and, go and work 3 to 5 jobs, and, while your wife is there sleeping with another man and you bringing in all the money. You understand?
Right.
That's what America pushes on us, man. They push this on us, man. Especially when it comes to Israel, man. Especially when it comes to the Most High, chosen precious people, man. They push this on us. They shove this down our throats with their philosophies and their beliefs. They push this down. Come on, so you got it.
So I was just gonna say, like, what you bring out is so heavy. America does try to push that culture of, if a man can do polygamy, a woman can also. Mm-hmm. And I remember seeing the movie back in 2010 where they was trying to usher it in, where in the movie The Edomite Devil, she had 2 different men who were best friends, and she was in love with both of them, and it was disgusting and filthy because they were both having sex with her. Like, they didn't show it, but it was just like, they did the little reenactment, and then when the next screen come, they all 3 are laying in the bed. But that's the lifestyle they pushing for women to have. Like, you can have more than one man. It works out. You just gotta know what you're doing until somebody gets killed.
Right, until someone gets killed, man. You know what I'm saying? Until someone gets killed, man. And that's just so horrible, man. That it comes to the point, you know what I'm saying, and just, you know what I'm saying, doing, you know what I'm saying, like my little research on it, you know what I'm saying, it always comes within a jealousy, another man being jealous, man. I will never get this article that I read, man, and I brought it out a few years ago, man, where a Christian pastor, he was sleeping with another man's wife, and the man came to confront him, and the pastor shot him, killed him, right in the middle of the church, man.
Good. Nice.
This was in Detroit, man. It happened probably back in 2014, 15-ish, maybe.
I remember that.
You understand? A Christian pastor sleeping with another man's wife, and the man comes to confront him, and the pastor shoots the man, killed him, right in the church, man. Killed him, man. You know what I'm saying? That just shows you once again, man, how filthy and disgusting, and how America and the Roman Catholic Church, that they have pushed this upon us, man. And our oppressor has pushed this upon us, man. Just like Officer Bun brought out within that movie, man. And it's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? All this is happening right now when it comes to women being able to sleep with multiple men. And just accept it, man. All these sexual deviances, man. Men turn themselves into women. Women turn themselves into men, and pedophilia. It's going to be to a point, man, where pedophilia is going to be legal, man. You know what I'm saying? How disgusting and, you know, how how rigorous that is, man, and how wrong that is, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe I always forget the name of that actor that he had adopted a small child. I believe she wasn't anywhere from from 5 to 7, and then when she got older, he married her.
I know exactly.
You understand? He married her, man. So there's no telling exactly what was going on for her younger ages, to the point now, when she becomes 18 and quote unquote legal, that now he's going to marry her, man. That's just so disgusting, man. And that's just one instant, man. That's just something that had just caught mainstream media, man. There's no telling all these sexual deviance, acts that is happening, man. Especially when it comes to, being whores and, just being flat out whores, man. Our sisters, man, in the society, in America, that we're living in within the black community, man, a lot of whoredom is going to happen this Sunday, man. You understand? And I wouldn't be surprised if it happens right there within the Christian church, man.
Right.
All up in the Christian church, man. You understand? I pray that the Most High, man, continue to, expose and, shed a light on how wicked and disgusting the Christian church truly is, man. You understand? When it comes to literally scattering his people from afar, man. You understand? Continue to, continue to shed light on the wrongdoings of what America has done, and what America is continually to do to the Most High chosen people, man. So we can read that from the top if you don't mind, sir.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Good night. It says, only to let us be called by thy name and to take our reproach, man. Taking away their loneliness, man. Taking away, taking away what they once believed in. You know what I'm saying? Within their, within where they are living in, and what where they're living in, within that culture believes in, man. Take away all of that false idols, man. Taking away all of that false beliefs, you understand, all the fables, you understand, taking away all that away, just so they can be called by thy name, man. Just so they can be called by thy name, man. It says 7 women shall take hold of one man. 7 women, man. Like, how can anyone deny that multiple wives isn't lawful, man, or is lawful? You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, man. You cannot deny that, of course, having multiple wives and a man having multiple wives is lawful, man, and is righteous, man, and is what the Most High wants, man. This is what the Most High wants, man. You understand? We don't have a Zondervan in here, do we, sir? I just want to go into what is marriage and sex and all that thing, you know what I'm saying? Because of course, you know what I'm saying, on this day, you know what I'm saying, Sunday coming up, you know what I'm saying, sex is going to drive, man. Sex is going to be the main focus, man. You know what I'm saying? Sex is going to be everything, man. You know what I'm saying? They got the Victoria's Secret sales coming out. They got the Bath and Body Works sales going out. They got all these all these perfumes and all these colognes and all these clothes deals going on, and they even got if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying, as far as some mattresses and hotel deals and all these deals, man, to just surround everything around sex, man, around everything that's going to be pleasurable to yourselves, man. And this is something that we should be taking so much seriously, man. so serious, man, to the point, man, that it's almost that you have to take your time when you are finding that person of who you want to lay with, man, of who you want to, be with for the rest of your lives, man. You understand? We just gonna go into marriage, sir.
Right, come.
You understand? Because everyone here within America, man, they are going to be, sex driven. You know what I'm saying? This whole weekend, man. Not only on that Sunday, man, but this whole weekend is going to be surrounded around sex, man. Surrounded around lust. Surrounded around abominable things, man, and abominable acts, and doing all these abominable things, man, that the Most High is against, man. The Most High is truly against whoredom, man, and being whores and being whoremongers. You understand? You can read that when you got it, sir, if you don't mind.
All right, come. The definition of marriage in the Zondervan Compact Dictionary. Marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and woman consent.
You understand? It's a personal union, man. Not someone that you just meet on one of these dating apps, and you say, hey, like, what you got going on for Valentine's Day? I got this hotel booked. I'm already in it. You know, so I got some flowers. I got some candy for you. You know, what I'm saying, I can order in some pizza and wings. Whatever the case may be. Got some wine. Got some champagne. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that that you can just go on and just take it by fly, man. So you have to know someone personally, man. You know what I'm saying, before you consent within this thing, man. You know what I'm saying, be a forward. You know what I'm saying, you take this oath within the Most High, man, saying that you're going to be with this person for the rest of your life, man. Let's go and keep on reading, sir, if you don't mind.
Consummated and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse and perfected in a lifelong partnership.
You know what I'm saying? Continually by sexual intercourse, man. Continually, man. Whether you're beating up the box, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, man. It's a continually thing. Meaning what? That you just can't hit it and quit it, man. You know what I'm saying? You just can't go, you can't go to that hotel room, wine and dine for that one night, and then that's it, man. And then more importantly, it says a lifelong commitment, man. And then all within the Christian church, you know what I'm saying, when they say, oh, your marriage, you know what I'm saying, to death do us part, and then what happens, man? Oh, I don't like him anymore, or, she doesn't cook for me anymore, or, she doesn't do this, or, he doesn't do all these, these great things that he did for me, when we first got together, man. It doesn't say by choice. You know what I'm saying? This is once again, you have to know this person personally, man. And you got to be able to literally, man, have sex on a constant basis, man, according to the scriptures, man. And more importantly, man, what a lot of people miss, mainly dealing with the Christian church, mainly dealing with the black community, that this is a lifelong commitment, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say anything about, oh, yeah, you got to buy a 10,000 ring and put a ring on it.
Right.
Where is that at, man? It doesn't say anything about putting a ring on someone to validate your marriage, man, to validate your loyalty and your love for this person, man. Once again, man, all that's surrounded around America, man. All that is surrounded around, being money hungry, man. Let me see here. Give me 1 second here. Let's see here. Okay, let's go here. You understand? So this is just on engagement rings, man. And this is once again, man, show you how literally, man, how the scripture says money is the root of all evil, man. Of how we just read that it didn't say anything about a ring when it comes to marriage. Of how America once again used their wordplay and used their trickery on how how to further brainwash as far as when it comes to Black Hispanics and Native Indians when it comes to as far as spending money, man. Let's see here. Once again, so this article is from the Knot. Of course, quote unquote tying the knot, whatever the case may be. Here's how much to spend on an engagement ring. Just on the engagement ring. Let me see here. So it just goes into here you go right here. It says the average engagement ring cost. You know what I'm saying? So not only, of course, we all understand that now, you know what I'm saying, on this particular, new day within Valentine's Day, a lot of people are going to be getting quote unquote engaged. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the this is one of the biggest days, you know what I'm saying, within America and all across the earth on when a black man, you know what I'm saying, a black man, Hispanic and Native Indian man, they do what? They get on one knee and present this costly ring to someone that's going to literally sleep with your best friend, you know what I'm saying, call the wedding off, and then pawn the ring in and do all these crazy things that's going to make your life hell, man. Let's see how much these engagement rings cost, man. Let's see here. So if anything is certain, it's the diamonds remains a serious investment, man. According to the 2020 Jury of Engagement Study, the average cost of an engagement ring is currently $5,500 for an engagement ring. $5,500, man. Now the quote unquote rule of thumb according to America is supposed to be, what is it, like 3 times your rent, or your monthly salary, or whatever the case may be, man. They're just throwing that all the way out, man. I said if you're deciding how much to spend on an engagement ring, there are several factors to consider. While $5,500 is the national average cost of a ring, the spend per couple varies. Our study found that 1/4 of all respondents are spending between $1,000 to $3,000 on an engagement ring. In fact, 11% of the ring shoppers, 11% of ring shoppers are spending under $1,000. It's important to keep in mind that $5,500 is the national average taken from respondents all over the country and influenced by a multitude of factors, one in region. Good night, man. It says in the Mid-Atlantic, for example, has the highest average spend, coming in at $7,600. $7,600 is being spent on a ring. That's what we would say the Mid-Atlantic. 7,000, man. Good night, man. Good night, man. 7,600 is being spent, man. 7,600, man. And this is for the female. Now, of course, everything is so centered around the female, man. All this is centered around her, man. Why, man? Because she's supposed to be, looked upon as, as superior, and have all these great things, and do all these abominable things, and I'm talking about just like do all these great things for her husband, and doing all these great things. When it says in the Mid-Atlantic, for example, it has the highest average spent coming in at $7,600. It says Western dwellers are behind, averaging $5,400 on their engagement rings. In areas like in the Southeast and the Midwest and the Northeast, average spend was generally on par with the national average of supposed to be $5,000, $2,500, $5,400, and $6,000 respectively. Good night, man. Good night, man. Now that's for the women. Now, of course, let's go to the men. You understand? Let's go to the men. Now, I know I seen it in here. Give me 1 second here. Come on now. Come on. Where's it at here? Come on now. What was it here within the I think I found it here within the wedding bands. Here we go. Here, so now these are just the wedding bands, the average cost of wedding bands. While the biggest jewelry cost is typically the engagement ring, wedding bands are also a budgetary factor to consider. Our study found that the average cost for a female wedding band in 2020 is $900. Meanwhile, the average cost for the man's wedding band is $500. White gold is the most popular wedding band material, while rose gold, yellow gold, and sterling silver were also the top favorites, man. So, of course, now, man, when it comes to the man, they say the man is only worth $500 when, on average, you understand, it says as far as the whole engagement ring is anywhere from from $4,000 all the way up to $7,600. You know what I'm saying? And this is just for a ring, man. Just for a ring that you can quote unquote validate that that you are all that you are taken, or that you are off limits, man. And when we know all the way, man, and all the way straight up and down that literally, man, 9 out of 10 times, man, someone that's cheating, that they are already quote unquote married according to American society, man. That they are already in a relationship, man. That just shows you, man, time after time and again, man, of how wicked and how destroyed blacks and Native Indians are, man. It says $500 for the man, just for their little wedding band. When it comes to the women, oh man, you gotta ball out, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to spend so much money, man. You know what I'm saying? And I done heard within some instances, you know what I'm saying, just listening to, people at my slavery, man. And these are just, just regular jakes, man. You know what I'm saying? Just telling you, oh yeah, man, like I bought, my wife ring, it was $10,000. Like $10,000, brother? Good, for a ring? And this is just a regular jake within the world, man. $10,000, man. Come on, Council, you got it.
I was gonna say, I seen 2 situations happen with them damn rings. There was a devil I used to work with. He said him and his wife got married. They spent $25,000 on the wedding. On the wedding. And he said he was mad as hell because he told her they could have moved out. He said he went and bought her a ring for $13,000. $13,000 ring. He said in which, they got a house and they still was struggling. He said, only thing he think about is that ring. And then I seen a situation on Judge Matthews where a brother had to take his ex real to court to get his ring back. Because he was like, she won't give me back the wedding ring. Mm-hmm. He was like, and Judge Matthews was like, how much did you pay for the wedding ring? He said, well, I spent almost over $15,000 for the wedding ring. And Judge Matthews said, you spent almost how much for the wedding ring?
Good night.
You know how Judge Matthews said, you spent how much? He said, I spent almost $15,000 for the ring. He said, ma'am, do you still have the ring? And she hesitated. She was like, no. Yeah, I still have it. He said, where is the wedding ring? You got it with you? She was like, yeah, I got it with me. He said, give him back the wedding ring. She was like, why should I have to give him back the wedding ring when he gave it to me? She was like, because y'all not married anymore.
Wow.
He's like, give the man back the wedding ring. And whatever the Edomite cop walked in between and handed her his hand, and she got the wedding ring, he gave it back. She was heated.
Good.
She was heated.
$15,000, man, on a wedding ring, man. And that's not even the cost of the whole wedding, man. I mean, like, realistically, you can you can look at a wedding, and that's gonna, average between anywhere from $20,000, and brothers are spending more on that on the doggone ring.
Right.
I can only imagine, man. How much people are truly going into debt because of living within this American philosophy, man. Living within this American beliefs, man. That brother would have $15,000, and she probably had it within her purse, man. You understand? Had it right there within her purse, man. Knowing that she got $15,000, man. And good night, man. If that sister was evil and wicked, she would have pawned that thing in.
Right.
She would have pawned that thing in. Probably would have got like, anywhere from $10,000 to $12,000 for that, man. For a ring, man. Black Spanish and Native Indians, man. We need to understand, man. First and foremost, man. Do not be out here spending, these outrageous prices on gifts, on wedding rings, and preparing for a wedding, and all these one night outs, and these hotel rooms, the shoes, the clothes, the jewelry. Good night, man. And that's not even going within, like that jewelry, that I read earlier, as far as the I believe it was like $1.5 billion. That's going into those engagement rings, man. That's all majority going within those engagement rings, and buying the necklaces, and like I didn't even hear brothers spend anywhere from like $8,000 to $10,000 on the wedding ring, and then they get to the point where they want to upgrade the ring. Good night, man. Put some more diamonds on that ring, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Let me get you another band for you. You know what I'm saying? Because the diamond is getting too heavy.
Wow.
Don't be a chump, man. Don't be a simp. Don't be a coward, man. When it comes to America laughing at you, man. Because deep down inside, America is laughing at you. Why? Because they're taking away your money, man. You understand? When you should be dumping all of your funds and all of your riches here within the ISUPK, man. You understand? So we can build this nation, man. So we can build Israel, man. So our King returns, man. That's just so abominable, man. So horrible, man. So horrible, man. Like, was it any more on that? Where's he at in that sex is marriage? You know what I'm saying? And a ring doesn't validate, you know what I'm saying, marriage, man. You know what I'm saying? Sex does, as we just read, man. Any more on this? Okay, confident, you got it.
It says, consummated and constantly nourished by sexual intercourse, and perfected in a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment. It is also a social institution regulated by the word of the Most High and by the laws and customs which a society develops to safeguard its own community and welfare.
You understand? So once again, man, this is something between you and your wife and in the Most High, man. So that just throws out as far as this big old wedding and spending all this money. And there's nothing wrong with having like a little get together, or how they call it, what is it, not necessarily a ceremony per se, or just just a celebration, you know what I'm saying, on being married, man. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, man. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dumping all of these funds, and when you're dumping everything in your life savings and your 401k within a wedding ring, and for a wedding and for a particular day, then you're doing something wrong, man. Then you're doing something so backwards, man, and so abominable, and so not one West, man. So not the spirit of the Most High, man. We need to truly understand, man, that as far as when it comes to marriage and when it comes to this wicked date, man, good night, man. A whole lot of people gonna be married this weekend, man.
Right.
According according to the scriptures, man. But they gonna look at it at, oh, you know, this is just one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just my, you know, this is just my Valentine's Day fling, man. You understand? And within that article, it was saying, you know, people are going to buy themselves gifts, but not only that, they were saying a lot of people that are quote unquote lonely, they're gonna be doing what? Hanging out with other single people, man. And what's gonna happen? They both gonna be lonely, and then what? Bam. Y'all gonna get it on, man. Y'all gonna have sex, man. And then what? Oh, you know, that was just that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just my little fling, or, you know, it wasn't nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? We were both just lonely. Not according to the Most High, man. Not according to the Most High, man. So once again, man, first and foremost, man, you gotta have that personal connection with that person, man. You gotta have continuously sex with that person, man. You know what I'm saying? Beating up the box, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's lawful, man. You understand? And this is a lifelong commitment, man. That's what a lot of people and Christians they don't understand, man. Is when you lay with a person, that's a lifelong commitment, man.
Right.
That you have to think about, man, prior to laying down with that person, man. Prior to even thinking about, you know what I'm saying, saying that you're attracted to that woman, man. And this is a person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, man. Yay or nay? Con or la? You understand? These are things that has to, go within our mindsets and go within, our well-being when we are choosing our mate, man. When we are choosing the person, so like the person that that we choose to be with, man. Very, very important, man. And once again, man, don't let America, man, do not let America fool you within their trickery, man, within their within their ways, man, within their wordplay. You understand? Within being a sexual deviant, man, because that's what they truly want you to be, man. They don't want you to have no responsibility when it comes to sex, man. But the Most High is saying that He wants all your responsibility when it comes to sex, man. See how the difference is? America and Christian church and the black community is just so brainwashed that they look at sex as a hobby, man. You know what I'm saying? They look at sex as, that's a extracurricular, sport, or whatever the case may be, man. But the Most High look at it as very precious, man, and a lifelong commitment with your partner, man. Something that you should take very, very seriously, man. Day in and day out, man, over and over again, man. Don't let your mind be confused with how America perceives marriage and how the Most High wants you to perceive marriage, and how the Most High wants you to partake when it comes to marriage, man. You understand? With that, I'm in class. Science 6. Alright. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK. Star 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. Once again, man, they will court each other, man, for another 6 months, man. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from their head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can read about this in Numbers chapter 18, verses 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means tenth in Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you gets to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Upcoming holy convocation, we have Purim, which falls on the 14th date and 15th date of the 12th month, Thursday, February 25th, and Friday, February 26th. You can read about this in Esther chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. Remind occupant Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all boots, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. With that, shalom.